Wednesday, January 7th, 7:33 p.m.
Councilwoman Selby. Present. Councilman Penders.
Present.
Supervisor Keating.
Present.
Councilwoman Stefan.
Present.
Councilman Martin.
Present.
Supervisor Keating, may you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We do not have any other preliminary matters tonight, so we're going to move on to item number 2 in our regular business. The first item tonight is the correction and adoption of the minutes of the December 3rd, 2025 meeting. And Councilman Martin, should I take that item?
Yes, thank you, Supervisor. I had a moment to look over the draft minutes from December 3rd board meeting, and I make a motion to accept them as reported.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby.
Yes.
Councilman Penders.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilman Stefan.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, the second item tonight is the correction and adoption of minutes from the December 17th town board meeting. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Upon review of the minutes from December 17, 2025, I'd like to make a motion to accept them as complete and accurate.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby.
Yes.
Councilman Penders.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilman Stefan.
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, next item under our regular business for number 3 is the consideration of all fund bills. And Councilman Penders, would you like to take that item tonight?
Forward the item for
There you go.
consideration.
So, yeah, so if you make a motion.
Make a motion to accept it as
Yep.
presented.
So fund bills in total now. Just have to read it
I'm spending a lot of money here. $441,300.10.
I'll second.
There we go.
Councilwoman Selby.
Yes.
Councilman Penders. I'm sorry, Councilman Penders.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilman Stefan.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Moving right along. Item 3 is our correspondence. We have 10 items which are all part of the board packet in the town clerk's office to review, and they are as follows. Item 1 is the Erie County Sewer District Number 3 Board of Managers meeting minutes from the December 3rd, 2025 meeting. Item 2 is a charter communications on upcoming changes to both programming and rate changes. Item 3 is the NYSEG and RGE contribute more than $4.3 million since 2023 to manufacturing businesses across the state, and that was dated of December 18th, 2025. Item number 4 is the NYSEG and RGE prepare for winter weather this weekend. This was the first winter storm that we experienced on December 18th, 2025. Item 5 is the NYSEG and RGE working overnight to restore power. This was on December 29th, 2025. Item 6 is the NYSEG and RG&E responding to outages caused by Winter Storm Ezra, dated December 29th, 2025. Item 7 is the NYSEG and RG&E continue to respond to storm outages dated December 30th of 2025 from that storm. Item number 8 is a legislature of Erie County Clerk's Office of Agricultural District. If anybody is interested in agricultural districts, I know we get a lot of phone calls into the town hall. Please take a look at that document. That's how you apply for your agricultural district exemption on your property if you so choose to apply for one. Item number 9 is the income statement from the bookkeeper's office dated November of 2025. Item number 10, the last item, is the cash balances for the town for November of 2025. Again, all those items are part of the board packet available online and in the town clerk's office. Next, item number 4 is our new business. The first item, as always, are requests from the floor. If anyone would like to come up to the microphone and have anything they'd like to discuss with or bring before the town board, please come up to the microphone, state your name and address, and please keep it to 3 minutes each. Floor is now open.
Jay Jackson, 7964 Back Creek Road. First, a major thank you to Superintendent Telak and our Highway and Parks Department for keeping access to the Lions Loan Closet open. That 2 feet of snow presented quite a problem.
Next, we've raised almost $6,600 for rewiring our Christmas lights that hang on telephone poles along Boston State Road. With the estimate of around $900 per pole, that's over 10% of the cost. The donors break down into 3 main groups. First one is 22 individuals: Eves Coulomb, Bob Knoll, Lester Burkhart, Nanette Kenyon, Barbara Crotty, Amy Grossman, Christopher Morocco, Ed Brown of our Highway Department, Matt White, Rebecca Oakley, Stephen Hovey, who actually donated twice, Gail Proctor, Ellen Crowley, Jennifer Furman, Christine Wild, Nate Davis of Kansas, he's a former Boston resident, Noreen Schunk, Amanda Worthman, Christopher Burns, Katrina Ross, Scott Fellows of our Parks Department, and Lois Jackson. Their donations total around $1,500. Next are 4 local businesses so far: State Farm Insurance, the Jennifer Warren Agency, Capolino Chevrolet, Brunner's Eatery, 3 Girls Cafe. They donated $2,600 total. Last is the Carey family, in whose barns decoration was stored until Ed and Martha's passing. One family member actually donated from Wheaton, Illinois. The family has donated around $2,500 total. That's almost as much as all the businesses so far combined. I've been able to assure the Careys that the pole between the barn and the house will have a lighted decoration. They've mentioned that wish a few times. The Holiday Lighting Committee, and there's actually 2 of us now, hope to see more donations come in as time passes, and look forward to seeing the bids from the electrical contractors. The contractor must have bucket truck capabilities and be able to work on live wires. The engineers have wisely designed wiring that can be prepared in a shop before attaching to a pole, thus reducing bucket truck time. Up to the minute, I'm waiting for acknowledgement from the supervisor or engineer on an error in a cost in the draft bid request. Anyone interested in donating can mail a check made out to Town of Boston, to Boston Holiday Lighting Maintenance Fund, P.O. Box 304, North Boston 14110, or if you search the internet for Boston, New York Holiday Lighting, you can find the GoFundMe page. Finally, welcome to our new board members. I sincerely hope you'll enjoy working for all of us over the next several years. Most of us will try to be reasonable bosses. Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. He has honed that, I swear. Subject matter expert right there.
Jim Stein, 7780 Eddy Road. I'd like to congratulate our 2 new councilmen for being here. I am talking in regards with our residents, not mine right now. The residents would like to take and have a little quick opinion from Mr. Steffen and Mr. Fetters as to what your goals are set in town here to make this town better. We would like to know that you were elected by our citizens. The citizens would like to know what you're going to do for our community. Either one like to have a little go on it?
I can start. We just wrapped up a meeting talking about different duties. I myself have taken up a few of the issues which are more historical. I also took on the problem of drainage, so in future references, any problems with drainage, I'm the one who you'll be reaching out to. A few connections with the Historical Society, Community Foundation, along with a few other minor areas, including issues that I don't think we'll ever have to address, but if they do come around, ready to go, such as hazmat. Those are a few of the issues that I've taken. Looking forward to learning more about how I can do that.
These are the town issues, okay, that you subscribe yourself to. I would like to take, and what are your thoughts? What would you like to take and see to help our citizens? Not what you have in paperwork ahead of you as to when you campaigned, there was no platform that you campaigned on. I'm just asking you now on behalf of our citizens as to why you are sitting there. Why did you want to take and become a councilman?
Well, this is where, when issues come up and there are problems that people want to address, if they can bring them up, I'll be more than happy to listen and do everything I can to help out. So there were no major areas which I was focusing on, but I'm open for
Okay.
helping out for the issues that do come up.
Thank you.
Well,
Your turn.
what I did was, I found out just how big this little town of Boston is by going door to door in some of the neighborhoods with the closer locations. And as my palm card explained, I bring with me 35 years of law enforcement from the city of Buffalo. So as Max had said earlier, we went and we took on the committees that we felt most comfortable in. So I'm now going to be the liaison between the fire and the emergency squad. And also I've had construction background my entire adult life. And so I've also come into the planning stage and the zoning stage. And I'm going to partake in all of those meetings and bring with me my expertise and my experience. And as I said here the other day when I came in and I was sworn into this position, I plan on proceeding based on facts, not on feelings.
Okay. I'm very happy for both of you. Hopefully, I take and see a lot of yous at committee meetings that we can take and get a lot of the stuff that is floating, that has not been settled in the town, settled for issues. So, okay, both of you, thank you very much. Jason, you got your hands full.
Hi, Mary Lawrence from 6662 Hillcroft. I'm here regarding drainage. On December 28th, there was a failure of the drainage system, and that led to flooding on my property. And the fire department was there, and they pumped out my crawl space, but I had some damages. It had damages to my furnace, which didn't work for 3 days. And also I had to have water remediation as well. So I'm looking to see what the town is doing to have that fixed and to let me know, because I guess it has been an issue in the past. It's not the first time in that area. And also what I need to do or who my contact is to handle any kind of reimbursement for that, because it's quite costly to me, and I'm working with insurance, but also it's gonna be quite a bit out of pocket for me as well.
Yeah. If you don't mind, so I'll step in since, so Max does not have, respectfully, does not have the history on this. So, where you're located is a county road. So everything from the receiver and all that is in that vicinity that had the water issue, Erie County, the Hamburg Barn is responsible for that section of the road. For those of you that don't know, from anything south of the light at the 7-Eleven CVS down is, in this area, is part of the Hamburg, and it could be part of the, correct me if I'm wrong, Concord, is it the Concord Barn in that area?
It's Sibley Road. This is the Hamburg Barn. This is
Down
Hamburg to West.
all the way?
Yes.
Even to that?
West Hill.
Okay, so that was correct. So so I know it does separate if you look at their Erie County maps. So it would be the Hamburg Barn that is who you would contact, or even myself as a town supervisor, I'd be contacting if there's a known identified issue. We'd be reaching out to them. It's, the roads are maintained under New York State highway law based off of who is responsible for them. So if it's a state road, it'd be the state's responsibility to fix drainage issues. If it's a town road, it'd be the town's responsibility. And if it's a county, it'd be the county's responsibility. So yes, I am aware of that. As far as any kind of relief, that's not something that the town would be involved with. As far as any kind of financial relief, there is what's called a townwide drainage plan. If you would like, you can either stop by my office sometime or meet up with the town clerk and ask for a copy of it. We can get you a copy of that. And what that plan was designed to do is that as we identify these areas, we can work with Erie County Soil and Water on some of these areas. Unfortunately, full disclosure, New York State, the New York State Constitution, Article 8 forbids the gifting, forbids the gifting of taxpayer funds, meaning that we can, the town board, the highway department, et cetera, cannot legally work on private property unless there's permanent deeded access or there's some kind of legal contractual agreement. to work on that, because we respectful of everybody in this room. It's taxpayers' money. If I spend taxpayers' money to benefit your property, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but that's what we are up against. Working with Erie County Soil and Water, his name is Mark Gaston, he's a division of the Cornell Clover Extension. He will be able to come out, take a look at your situation, and see if there's anything we can do to essentially remediate that concern that you're having with the drainage, either by partnering with the town, the county, or otherwise. Some examples, I'll use an example of Park. There's an area, of course, this is a town area, but it was behind residential homes that needed drainage fixed. Erie County Soil and Water came in, the landowners spent money. The Erie County Soil and Water District came to the town board. We authorized spending money through a drainage reserve that Councilwoman Selby and Councilwoman Martin and the two past board members established. We too have used excess sales tax. So there is money to help where we can, and we're not shy from helping where we can. It's just a matter, everything's kind of on a case-by-case basis. I know this is a long-winded answer I'm giving you, unfortunately, my apologies. And I certainly hear your concern, but that is definitely something that Erie County is aware of. I spoke with Deputy Commissioner Karen Hope on the matter, actually that night. I had a phone call from one of our firefighters who happens to be here in the audience, who was out there literally boots on the ground. And I did have that conversation with them, so they're aware of it. They are going to be looking at culverts. There is a culvert that is in that vicinity. I don't know if we're truthfully off the top of my head if we're referring to the same one, but there's a culvert that the county has been watching for a couple of years now. There's not plans today to replace that culvert and increase the size, but it is something that their engineer has said that they are keeping an eye on.
And this shipping worker, it wasn't on the road, it's behind.
Yes.
And so from the pictures that I have, it came from behind the property, along the side of the property.
Yep.
And then backed up into my.
On that whole corner.
Yeah, it came
Correct.
from behind.
Okay, so, my apologies. So I was referring to the corner because there was let's call it DI, receiver, DI. There's a receiver that was blocked. Our emergency manager was also.
Right,
saying
yeah,
that.
that was, but that's where the water ended, but it
So the water
first
comes-
came through my backyard.
Correct. So all the water does come down, okay, so on that scenario.
Yeah, that's a different,
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, okay, sorry, you could have
That's okay.
So all, that area down behind those homes, we have had a handful of residents. I wanted to say we were probably 5 or 6 residential properties that have reached out to the town in the past since I've been the supervisor. Excuse me. Again, we're getting into a scenario that it's private property. No one likes taxes. That's kind of, if you will, the scary, term that gets tossed out there. There's 2 ways essentially handling this. Establishing what's called a drainage area, meaning that the town board, working with the residents, our town planner, our town engineer, et cetera, we put basically a block around a group of homes. So, okay, this area is part of a drainage district. They're going to pay a tax to provide, so the town can then legally provide a service for a benefit for that service. Same as we, many moons ago, we did for fire service, ambulance service, lighting districts, et cetera. That's how we, a town board, doesn't matter who sits in these chairs, establishes that. Without that mechanism in place, then there would have to be either some kind of a legal document formulated, or we work with that Erie County Soil and Water District, because again, that's all private property. So if you take a look at the deed on your house, if there's a deeded access for the town, that gives the town permission to clean that area out, we can absolutely come in and help. There are areas in town that are like that were established like that when those housing areas were built out. But if there's not permanent deeded access, then we have to explore one of those other options to get behind the residential home, because technically we're in the board / highway department, or even if we subcontract that out, if we put it out to bid, they would be liable for
Yeah,
restoration.
the portion on my property was flowing, there was no problem, so I was dealing with water that came from one property to the next property to the next
Yep.
property, from a drain that, from my understanding, was cleaned out by the town in the past.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what the maintenance plan is on that, I would like to know what that is, because I need to know what to expect, because
That's fair.
when the snow melts, I'm the same issue again.
Understood. Yeah, so I don't want to put our highway superintendent on the spot, but you want to speak with our highway superintendent. So what's referred to as a right-of-way is the portion of all of our parcels as residential property owners that allows a town to place snow on it, put drainage infrastructure, et cetera, and keep said area clean. Once you get outside of that right-of-way, it's the property owner's responsibility, and that's what we're going to default back to say, unless there's some kind of legal document that states otherwise, that gives the town board, the town highway superintendent, or contracted entity with the town's permission to go onto that property. That's all that is.
So in the
I'd be
past,
happy to
someone
have that
had done
conversation.
that, is that my understanding, in the past, someone must have done that, to have that
I'm
cleaned out?
guessing so. I don't have that answer. truthfully. If it was done in the past, I don't know.
Where do I get the information on that, like the history of that being cleaned by the town? Where can I get that?
Well, you can submit a FOIL request to the town, you can submit a FOIL, it's called a FOIL request, Freedom of Information Law. You can submit a FOIL request to the town clerk's office to see what records the town clerk's office may have. You can speak with our highway superintendent to see if he has any records or any knowledge of past maintenance that's been done there. But I'm not 100% sure on your area, but I can say that there is an area in town, I'm not gonna go on record and say where it is, so we're gonna get kind of us and them, but there was an area that the town did have an agreement that, I'm trying to remember how this exactly was worded, but there was an agreement that the town could go back and clean that area, but it was up to have been 3 or 5 years. That was under Supervisor Dick Kennedy back in the day. And after that period of time, it was transferred over to the property owners. The property was responsible from that point forward to maintain that drainage swale. So you kind of get that mixed approach of, you know, Jason might keep his, or I might not keep mine clean, and he might do a great job cleaning yours. But, the water may try to flow through your property, but if I'm not cleaning mine, it's backing up in your property, so I'm not doing my due diligence, if that makes sense, using that as an example. So it really is kind of a case by case. We have taken a pretty hard look at this, drainage across the town. Councilwoman Selby's, since she's been on the board, she's done a great job as well. And that's what we really got to work kind of with our town attorney, Erie County Soil and Water, and residents. So if you want to reach out to my office, I don't know what your time is tonight, this is kind of a longer meeting, but please feel free to call my office if you don't want to stick around to grab my card. I'd be happy to sit down and have a conversation with you, and we can all work together to try to see what we can do to help out over there.
Yeah, I feel like I do need help with that.
100%.
That's just me,
Yep.
it's just me.
I
So what
appreciate you
can
coming
I
out,
do?
truly, I
What
do.
can I do for that? I
Yep.
can't afford to keep cleaning up after it.
I fully
I
understand.
need it.
Yeah, if we can help, we will. Yeah, it's just a matter of, truly, everything is a case by case, because our laws, there's the drainage laws, there's so many facets of the equation, and that's when we take the information based off of those facts, that's when we can reach out to our partners or we're in-house to try to fix that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming up tonight.
Richard Hawkins, 6892 Pin Oak Drive. I'd like to thank especially the Highway Department. This has been one tough winter so far. It's not over, but it's been a lot of snow, rain, melt, freeze, sleet, hail, you name it, it's been out there and stuff. And as far as I'm concerned, the highway guys have done a tremendous job with the few individuals that are there and the work that's been done. Also, I'd like to thank the town board for taking up my petition that I handed in November on the subdivisions and the cluster housing going in and looking at possibly changing the lot sizes from a 1/4 acre to 3/4 acres and stuff. And I appreciate you taking that into consideration. Welcome to the new town board members. It's good to see new blood in town and stuff, and people getting involved in stuff. I've been involved for years and years and years. If I can help in any way, I'm more than gladly help anybody, because I care about this community and stuff. And if I can help, I'm more than glad to. But I will tell you, you have your hands full, because no matter what you do, you're not going to please everybody. So good luck.
One second. Mary, did you call my office earlier today?
Yeah.
You did. Just so you know, I did try to return your call, your voicemail box is full,
Okay.
just so you know.
Thank you.
Just wanted to let you know, I don't know if you knew that, I
I
just
was
wanted to let
on
you
the
know.
line.
I promise, I did try to call you earlier.
Public service announcement.
Yeah. Deputy Miller.
Thank you. For the month of December, the sheriff's office handled 89 calls in town. We did 55 premise checks, 21 traffic stops. We had a total of 17 accidents, 7 first aids, 16 complaints handled myself, and 2 arrests. Right on par for November, so another record low of calls, which is good. I assisted the fire departments in the parades. It's a good turnout. A lot of residents came out. Good feedback. I'm glad to do that and be a part of it. The only concern I have lately is snowmobiles are driving across the Memorial Park in front of the Boston Hotel. There was an issue last year. I met and tried to figure out how to rectify it. The resolutions I'm going to have is towing, ticketing, and then roping off, which is not going to look really ideal. I'm going to reach out to the snowmobile clubs and the hotel and try to nip it in the bud. But other than that, it's gonna come down to, I'm just gonna start towing them all when I see them in there, and they're gonna have to pay the $500 to $1,000 tow bill. I'm not gonna feel sorry. It's respecting the veterans, and, and the memorial, it's there for a reason. It's not just a corner of a lawn, so try to do it the best and nicest way I can, but after a while, it's so many warnings. All right, and that's it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, quiet crowd tonight. All right, on to new business. I'll try to get through this as quick as possible, folks. So reorganization meeting for anybody that, or organization meeting, depending on who you talk to, data without open, it is a organizational meeting. This is one of our longest meetings of the year. This is where we make the appointments. We have, for those of you not aware, we have some of our wonderful town hall staff here tonight. I'll definitely give them a quick shout out before I get into the formal meeting. These are the men and women who serve diligently every single day to keep this town running. So, yes, absolutely. We've got a great staff of all of, just shy of 40 some odd people, and really, they keep this 36 square miles running very well. So kudos to all of them, and without further ado, let's get us through this organization meeting. Item number 2, new business, is the appointments. And Council, also just kind of run down the line tonight here. Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take the appointments for the town clerk?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. As per this list, which is a full page long, I'm going to make a motion to approve the designated employees and the respective title to the term of 12/31/2026, as so stated on the sheet.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item 3 tonight, I'm going to take this item tonight as the committee and liaison appointments. We had some discussion downstairs, and as Mr. Stang had alluded, each of the board members take on different roles and responsibilities as part of their jobs as a councilman. And so I'm going to make a motion to appoint these liaison and the committee appointments as follows. And I am going to read these because out of respect for the public, this was all discussion downstairs, because again, these are new board members. We did kind of roll over these new positions, so we kind of did who wants to take what downstairs, and here's this, and this will be available to the public if anybody wants a paper copy in the next couple of days once the town clerk and I put it together and you don't have all my chicken scratch on it. So, without further ado, so Councilman Stefan is going to be the liaison for the Historical Society, the Boston Community Foundation, Hazmat, Drainage, and Cable TV. Councilman Penders is going to be the liaison for Planning Board, Zoning Board, the Fire Departments, the Fire Benefit Program. Also, sometimes you hear me talk about LoSAP, which is the Length of Service Over Point Program. That's that program, and also the Boston Emergency Squad. Councilwoman Selby, excuse me. Councilwoman Selby is going to be the liaison for Parks and Recreation, and Streets and Lighting, Traffic and Highway Safety, the Town's Safety Committee, Solid Waste, and the Water Districts. And Councilwoman Martin is going to be the liaison for the Conservation Advisory Council, our senior citizens, our congregate dining or nutrition program, depending on who you talk to, our Christmas and holiday lighting, and the Chamber of Commerce, which, if you didn't know, there was one here in Boston. There's a rumor that it may or may not come back, we'll see, but we will have a liaison, we'll be ready to go for it, and also our town's Ethics Committee. Moving on to our committee appointments, the Audit Committee is as follows. The Audit Committee is all of us as a town board, and our outside accounting firm, Drescher Malecki. Traffic and Safety and Roadways will be Councilwoman Selby. Our Insurance Committee will be our attorney for the town, Ryan McCann, Town Clerk, Sandra Quinlan, and Supervisor's Assistant, my assistant, Allison Cole. The IT Committee is going to be Councilwoman Martin and my assistant, Allison Kozer. The Investment Advisory Committee is going to be Councilman Penders, attorney for the town, Ryan McCann, our town bookkeeper, Ali Krechek, the town board as a whole, and the representatives from each of the fire companies. Traditionally, it's the presidents that attend those meetings. The Solid Waste and Refuse, the chair will be Councilwoman Selby, and Town Clerk Quinlan. The Inspection Committee will be the code enforcement officers and also working along with the town board. Cable TV Committee will be Councilman Stefan, and attorney for the town, McCann. Drainage will be Councilman, did I have this right? Let me change that. This Max, right? Yeah. I had that wrong. See, I caught myself. Okay, so drainage, we have Councilman Stefan, Highway Superintendent Telak, and also our town municipal engineer, kind of like I was explaining earlier. Our zoning review or zoning board is the town prosecutor, Councilman Penders, code enforcement officers, and the zoning chairperson. Safety is our chair, the chair is the town clerk Quinlan, Highway Superintendent Telak, and Councilwoman Selby. Recreation, we have the chair as Councilwoman Selby, Highway Superintendent Telak, and Councilwoman Martin. Records management, we have the chair as town clerk Quinlan. She is also known as the records management officer, for those of you paying paying attention to any past conversations we've had as a town board. We have deferred compensation, which is the chair's, the bookkeeper, Ali Krechek, myself, Supervisor Keating, and town clerk Quinlan. We work on that together. Capital improvements, I am the chair for capital improvements, the town grant writer, the town attorney Ryan McCann, the town engineer, Councilwoman Selby, and bookkeeper Krechek. Office of Emergency Management, this is, the director is the emergency manager, who is Patrick Penrod from Boston Fire Company, Supervisor Keating, Councilwoman Martin, and also Councilman Penders. And for holiday lighting, we have Councilwoman Martin. For the holiday lighting, Park Superintendent Telak and Supervisor Keating. Grant writing, we have the chair is Supervisor Keating, the bookkeeper Ali Krechek, Supervisor's Assistant Kozer, and Rotella Grant Management. And the Ethics Committee, we have Councilwoman Martin. So that is our committee and liaison appointments. I'd like to make a motion to approve that list as read.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 4 is to establish a salary schedule, and Councilman Penders, would you like that item?
Make a motion that we accept the salary schedule as presented.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Just 30 more things to go, folks. All right, item number 5, we have to set the payment of salaries. And Councilman Stefan, would you like to take that item tonight? So you can just make a motion to accept the payment of salaries.
Now I make a motion to accept the payment of salaries.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item 6 is the designation of depositories. And Councilwoman Martin?
Yes, I make a motion to accept our designation of depositories as the North Boston branch of NBT Bank for the supervisor, town clerk, tax collector, and town justices.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 7 tonight is to schedule the dates and times for the regular monthly meetings and agenda review. Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
I'd like to make a motion to set the dates as the first and third Wednesday of the month at 7:30 for the regular town board meetings, and the agenda review meeting the first and third Wednesdays of the month at 6 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 8 tonight is to designate the official newspaper for the town. And Councilman Penders, would you like to take that item?
I'd like to make a motion to accept the Springfield Journal as the official newspaper.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, item number 9 tonight is appointment to the Nest Solid Waste Management Board. And Councilman Stefan, would you like to take that item tonight?
I'd like to make a motion to accept appointment to Nest Solid Waste Management Board.
Do you want to take that, John?
Make a motion to accept.
So we'll appoint, yeah, so, yeah. So it's my name, yep, so you make a motion to appoint. Sorry, Rose. So make a motion to appoint myself to the solid waste management, unless one other board member wants it.
Make a motion to appoint.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And just so everybody knows, the Nest Solid Waste Management Board is where we, it's a group of all the supervisors, mayors, and other different representatives from the towns to discuss the solid waste contract. So when we are going out to bid, and we are having or receiving feedback from you as citizens, we're trying to basically have collaborative communication on how to keep tipping fees and other things down, so that's what that board is. Item number 10 is, I'm sorry, so item number 10 is to direct the town clerk to send a letter of refuse to our collectors for their annual licenses. And Councilman Martin, should I take that item?
Yes, Supervisor, I make a motion to direct the town clerk to send letters to our refuse collectors that their annual licenses are due.
A second?
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 11 tonight is to authorize the supervisor and tax collector to invest surplus monies. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We have two avenues to invest our surplus monies, and I'd like to authorize the supervisor and the tax collector to invest surplus monies in the NICLAS Security, New York Cooperative Liquid Asset Security Systems, as well as our new Empire Public Investment Cooperative Fund.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, I'll take this item tonight. Item number 12 is to set the investment policy. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the investment policy for the town as drafted in the board packet.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 13 is to authorize the signature stamp for the supervisor. What this is, also so the board members know, the signature stamp is that in my stead, my deputy supervisor and also my assistant, she can stamp documents or e-sign documents that are obviously town business. So that's what that stamp is. So Councilman Stefan, would you like to take that item tonight?
The stamp for supervisor.
Yep, yes. You just make a motion to approve it.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the stamp for supervisor.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 14 tonight is to set the mileage rate paid by the town for in-town travel. And Councilman Martin, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yep, I make a motion to accept the setting of the mileage reimbursement rate of 0.725 cents per mile for the year of 2026.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 15 tonight is to authorize, to allow lending from one fund to another. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
I would like to make a motion to authorize the supervisor to lend funds from one account to another.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 16 is to set the hours for New York State retirement reporting. And Councilman Cutters, would you like to take that item? And it can just be, just, no, it can be, this can just be a simple motion to approve.
Make a motion to accept the work-paid retirement reporting time, part-time for employees in town of Boston.
I'll second.
Would you want to do that as one motion regarding the full-time also?
Yeah, I think that's acceptable. Because they're both there and it's as drafted in the packet.
Okay.
If you would like, I can read them.
No, that's fine. I just heard part-time and full-time.
Yeah, part-time and full-time,
Okay.
yes.
All right,
So,
thank you.
and then the motion on the floor to accept both part-time and full-time reporting hours.
Okay, so that was Councilman Penders and was it Councilwoman?
Yes, I'll second.
Thank you. Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 17 is to establish the petty cash fund, and Councilman Stefan, would you like to take that item?
I would like to make a motion to accept the petty cash funds.
I'll second.
Okay, Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 18 is the 284 agreement to spend town highway funds. Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, I make a motion to accept the agreement to spend highway funds, for 2026, which is the 284 agreement.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 19 tonight is to set the town's holiday schedule, and Councilman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to accept the 2026 employee holiday schedules as submitted on the document.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, now into the meat and potatoes here. All right, item 20 is resolution 2026-01 for the town's procurement policy. And Councilman Penders, would you like to make a motion to approve that item tonight?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, we make a motion to adopt the procurement policy 2026-01.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 21 is resolution 2026-02 to adopt the schedule of fees for the town. And Councilman, Councilman Stefan, sorry, would you like to take that item tonight?
I would like to make a motion to accept resolution 2026-02, adopting the schedule of fees.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 22 tonight is resolution 2026-03 for the agreement for the attorney for the town. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, Supervisor, I make a motion to accept resolution 2026-03, which would be reaffirming and continuing our attorney-client relationship with Ryan F. McCann Esquire.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 23 tonight is resolution 2026-04 for CPL to serve as town engineer. And Councilman Penders, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to adopt the resolution number 2026-4, retaining the service of Clark Patterson Lee as town engineer.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 24 tonight is resolution 2026-05 for Labella and Associates to serve as town engineer for the town. Councilman Stefan, would you like to take that item?
Sure. I would like to make a motion to accept resolution 2026-05 with Labella Associates serving as town engineers.
I'll second that.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 25 tonight is resolution 2026-06 for Rotella Grant Management to serve as the town grant writer. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, I make a motion to accept resolution 2026-6, which would be designating the grant writer of Rotella Grant Management, which they've presented a proposal providing our grant writing services for the town totaling $22,800 per year.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 26 is resolution 2026-07 to approve the town planning consultant agreement. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Sarah Desjardins to our planning consultant for resolution number 2026-7.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. The next item that we have tonight is item number 27, Resolution 2026-08, with the agreement for the Boston Free Library Association. And Councilman Stefan, would you like to take that item tonight?
I'd like to make a motion to accept resolution 2026-08, agreement with the Boston Free Library Association to keep doing the wonderful work that they are.
Okay.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 28 is Resolution 2026-09, which is the payment of insurance premiums for the town. And Councilman Martin, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, Supervisor, I make a motion to approve Resolution 2026-9, which is a renewal of our insurance package for the policy term of January 1st, 26 to January 1st of 27, totaling $99,049, and with a cyber liability cost of $3,117 with Spinnaker Insurance Company. I make a motion to approve this.
A second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, the next item tonight is item number 29, which is Resolution 2026-10, which is a professional services agreement for engagement of Lipsis Mathias LLP for counsel to our zoning, for our zoning board of appeals. And Councilman Martin, or actually, you know, Penders, Mr. Penders, would you like to take that out? And since you're the new liaison.
Yes, I would. Make a motion that we approve resolution number 2026-10, professional service agreement for engagement of Lipis Mathias LLP.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, we have 4 leaves of absence that we need to approve, so we're going to bundle all these. This is going to be item number 30, 31, 32, and 33. And again, these are leaves of absence for Donna Lanau, Tina Weisfeld, Patricia Heiss, and Lori Valentine. And Councilman Martin, would you like to take those 4 items?
Yes, Supervisor. I will make a motion to accept the leaves of absence for our congregate dining nutrition department, all on different dates, but of Donna Lanau, Tina Weisel, Patricia Heiss, and Lori Valentine.
A second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 34 tonight is a request for attendance for the NIAT, or also New York Association of Towns, newly elected officials training. And Councilman Martin, or Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We had a request from new council member Robert Penders to attend the Association of Towns 2026 school agenda. And I'd like to make a motion to reimburse any reasonable and as per our procurement policy expenses.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Penders,
I'll abstain.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, last item tonight, folks. Item number 35, application for use of facility for Hamburg Central School District's pre-K picnic. And Councilman Selby, actually, but you're the liaison there.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We had a request from our preschool department, Caitlin Sylvester, for reserving the picnic. We want the parking and the line shelter on June 24th, 2026, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. for their pre-K picnic. I'd like to make a motion since this check has been written. And I'd like to make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes?
Councilman Penders,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilman Stefan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Right, that is all of our business tonight, no old business, so off the reports and presentations, I was superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. First, I'd like to report that Christmas trees and large trash items like couches and mattresses and any large items, if you put them out by the road, you gotta call Waste Management to pick them up. They pick up the Christmas trees, they pick up couches, but you have to call them. They just don't go around picking them up. So you gotta call the number and they will come pick them up for you. Second, I'd like to report it's been a pretty busy winter so far plowing. We've gone, probably time we get the salt barns filled back up, it's probably almost 1,000 tons of salt we've gone through this year. It's a large amount. The next thing I'd like to talk a little bit about Hillcroft Drive and the drainage issue that Mr. Lawrence has. There's a few items that, criteria items that they should meet, and one of them is, it's gotta affect more than just one homeowner. You can't spend town money just take care of one person. And in her case, it is affecting several homeowners, so that does meet the criteria. And another thing is that it does affect the highway. It was overflowing Boston State Road when the firemen got there. And the firemen did a great job that night getting there, and they uncovered the grate that was on the county right away that was plugged up, and that's why the water didn't get into it. So we're planning on some major meltdowns in the next few days, so the highway department went down there and we lifted that grate up and we put blocks under it and we lifted up like 8 inches, so it's not gonna plug up this Friday and Saturday, so that should definitely help her out. So that ditch was cleaned out back in 2004, the year before I started. Since then, we built the gravel dam up on the top on Greenbrier to hold back all the gravel and the debris that goes down. But once people in their backyards throw their grass clippings, they throw their leaves, they throw their sticks into the creek, and then the creek does erode over years down through there. But every year we take out at least 2 loads or 3 loads of gravel out of that gravel dam that we built my first year in office, because that, was a problem area down there. So we take out like 60 to 80 ton of gravel and leaves and muck that washes down from the hilltop that used to wash down in the backyard. That's why it's been over 20 years since that creek needed to be cleaned out, but it does need to be cleaned out again. And I've talked to Erie County Soil and Water, Mark Gasson, who was very helpful. He's gonna help us try to get some easements to get in there, because one of the biggest problems with cleaning out your ditch, we can't get to it from your yard because it's all fenced in and that narrow ditch with the rock, the way the creek is. Whoever owned it before did a nice job. They built rock walls and it's real nice, but it's very narrow and there's a neighbor's fence on the other side. You can't get in at the top up there because it's just not accessible there. So when they did it before in 2004, they went through Wendy and Dan Cummer's property. The problem is it's very wet and it does a lot of damage to their property, but then we gotta go back and fix it and seed it and hydro seed it and stuff. But we gotta get easements to get in there and then get easements on the property that people own to clean the ditch out. It's harder to fix the damage we do going in and out than to clean the ditch, but I do believe the sooner the better this ditch should be cleaned out. I don't know if we're gonna get to it now because it's super wet in backyards and stuff, but like I say, by raising that grade up, it's gonna definitely help you. If the water gets out there, it's not gonna plug up, it's gonna go down and down the pipe. So that's all I have on that. Hopefully we can do something for you. Other than that, I'd just like to welcome the 2 new councilmen. Hopefully it'll go well for us. That's all I have. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Selby, you got the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor. I'd like to commend the Highway Department for the awesome job they're doing on the roads this winter. I think we've already gotten 2 or 3 winters in this month we've had, and we've probably got a whole lot more to go. So thanks for taking care of all the roads, especially the hills are treacherous. I know how it is, and every time I look out the window, I'm like, I hope I can make it down the hill, but it's so far so good. Appreciate that. And welcome, Bob and Max. I look forward to working with you the next couple of years. I think I'm very excited that you're here with us, and I look forward to getting some things worked out. So thanks for joining us. And that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilman Penders, you got the floor, sir.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody that voted for me and put me in this position. I appreciate it immensely. It's good to see that we've got people from the town that are interested to come out to these meetings. And I just want to say, as I sit here, I'm thinking back to the night my daughter was born, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And after 43 years, I still wonder what I'm doing sometimes. But just bear with me, it won't take 43 years, but give me a little time, we'll get it all ironed out and make things come along much smoother. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Councilman Stefan, you have the floor.
Much the same, there's a lot to learn, but this is day one, and from this point forward, I think there's gonna be a lot following in line. The drainage, I'm so happy that I was appointed for drainage. That's something to work on for day one. But
Give me a
again,
short straw.
I give it 2 weeks.
so I think a lot of phone calls will be made in the next couple of days. But again, always open to suggestions, ideas, advice. You guys have something, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, Councilwoman Martin, you have the floor.
I'd just like to welcome Bob and Max, looking forward to, as Kathy said, looking forward to working with you both and helping out our good town. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. The Waste Management 2026 guide has been delayed in mailing by Waste Management. So expect to receive that guide in the next 2 to 4 weeks. That comes directly from them. But I did print the schedule for anyone that is interested in the schedule of pickup for refuse and recycling and the holidays. And the bulk item pickup dates are on that schedule also on the table in the foyer. The guide is available on the website also. I received a notice from NIAT. I need to read, they request that I read this at every first board meeting of the year. So it states, Dear Town Clerk, please read the first 2026 Town Board meeting contains dated materials that would need to be returned to them. The 2026 Training School and Annual Meeting of the New York Association of Towns, NIAT, will be held at the New York Marriott Marquis, February 15 through 17, 2026. This is NIAT's premium training event attended by more than 1,000 town officials and exhibitors. Our 2026 meeting builds on some of the momentous changes we started in 2025 for a more rewarding conference experience for all. The conference fee, along with all other actual and necessary expenses of town officers and employees authorized by the town board to attend, are a legal town charge under general municipal law, subsection 77-B. Registration receipts will be issued. They should be retained by each town officer or employee attending and should be attached to claim vouchers presented to town boards for reimbursement of attendance expenses. For specific conference, hotel, and other information, including a copy of the tentative conference agenda, we encourage you to visit our website at www.nytowns.org. The following is a brief outline of events. Informational hearing, Sunday afternoon, February 15. The informational hearing presents an opportunity to ask questions on NIAT's annual budget. Please note that we're holding a separate virtual session on January 29th, 2026 via Zoom to give members an opportunity to ask questions about our 2026 resolutions that make up our legislative platform. A link to register will be emailed and available on our website soon. General opening session is Monday morning, February 17. Conference classes Sunday, February 15 to Tuesday, February 17. Inaugural awards lunch, which is optional, which is Monday, February 16. And annual meeting, which is for the official delegates, Tuesday, February 17. That is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just got a few things, and I agree with Highway Superintendent Telek. If you do have your holiday trees still, for any reason, we are an agriculture community. If you know somebody has goats, they're always looking for holiday trees. There's one way to get rid of them. Item 2, I can attest that WM will collect them if you cut them in half, or you can somehow fit them into our nice big solid waste containers. I watched the truck pick it up, and immediately I had my fingers crossed, like, let's see if this baby goes. She went. But yes, if you do put it on the side of the road, WM will not just come by and collect it. They will most likely end up telling you to try to cut it up and fit it inside of your can. If you choose to, again, we're a rural agriculture community, if you choose to burn it, I gotta be careful here, follow all the New York State regulations regarding burn bans. We do not want our first responders going out in the early months, and yes, the ground may be wet, yes, it may be, you know, even ponding water there, but there are burn bans in New York State for a reason. Grass and other stuff can catch fire and travel really fast, so please be careful if you choose to burn your trees. So that's what I had there on the trees, but I can say, Wade WM will take them if you stick them, and I'm not exaggeration when I'm telling you, they were probably, my tree was sticking probably 4 feet out of my can and they took it, so, the perceived, you gotta have the lids closed, at least that didn't apply for anybody on my street. Did want to welcome our 2 new board members, Councilman Penders and Stefan, definitely look forward to working with you. As you all heard, we've got the new liaison appointments, so there's a lot of work that, you know, is to do. It's never ending when you're a public servant. As I like to say, that, you know, if there's ever a concern or a problem, that becomes our issue, and that's for the 82 or 100 residents of our community. So please feel free to come out at any time, call our offices, reach out to us. We're here to help and assist. And kind of dovetailing with the town clerks, the NIAT training, I'm looking forward to the annual training this year. Looking forward to going back to the new structure that's down there. That's where all of us can look, all of us board members, even some of our auxiliary board members can learn how to best serve you, different best practices, new processes, new software programs, even to make us more efficient so we can best serve you. So looking forward to attending this year in New York City in February. On drainage, that is definitely always a hot topic. I'd be happy if you have a few moments afterwards. I know it's kind of running late. I don't know if you have people have to go home, but I'd be happy to obviously to carry on that conversation and see what we can do to help you out over there for sure on the drainage matter for sure. I personally have received in my office a couple of calls on a new bill that the governor has recently signed. This applies to veterans. I'm just going to chalk it up to there's a lot of questions that this bill has generated, and what this bill is essentially is a bill that the governor signed roughly 2.5, 3 weeks ago. It applies to veterans. There's a lot of criteria here. It is not an easy to attain exemption, but what it does is effectively, if you're a veteran and you check all the boxes, you do not pay property taxes. And this is case by case. This is town tax, this is county tax, this is your school tax. The town could say, we're opting in. A school could say, they're not. We have multiple school districts that serve the town of Boston, just of how we're geographically located. The county could say, we're opting in, we're opting out. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Many tax exemptions work this way. It's nothing new, but there are a lot of questions on how this applies to that. Once, let's say, for example, this town board makes a decision to opt in, is there an ability someday when we are not here to opt out of that if it's not serving the public in the way that it was intended? So, yes, we're aware of it. I'm not confident that something will happen this year. I just had a meeting with fellow supervisors just this past Tuesday, and there's not a single town out of the 25 towns in Erie County that is right now going to be passing it in the next few months. I can't say for the rest of the year, but we're saying we need to work with our assessors, we need to work with our state representatives, we need to understand this bill, what's exactly there now that we have the final language that the governor can sign in. So, you know, I wanted to go out and put it on record because the calls have been coming into the assessment office and all. If you happen to be a veteran, there are exemptions out there. Please work with our town assessor to apply for those exemptions, you know, to get you kind of through that time frame. But just wanted to bring that out there, that is something that's on the horizon that seems to be catching a little bit of traction as the word gets out. Unfortunately, I am sad to report that we are at the 7th application that the town has applied for we have Water Improvement Infrastructure Act funds, and we were denied again. I wish I had better news on this. I can't fathom how we had to the ring. Our grant writer was amazing. They pulled in over $1 million of grant money for this town since this administration has been here. They do a great job for us. We've had letters from our state representatives, our congressional representatives, fire companies, and people in this community put their heart and soul into this application. We keep getting denied. I wish we could do better. We truly don't know how we can do better. So anyway, that is the sad news there, but the water phase 2 projects on the public water side of things, not drainage, public, that will probably be going out to bid early to mid-summer most likely, and construction for phase 2 will start in 2027, not in 2026 as anticipated. There's some changes. You'll hear more about that at future board meetings or the board meeting minutes, but there's some changes that Erie County Water Authority wanted to bring in. So that's what's going on with phase 2, just to provide an update on the water projects for the town. There is a kickoff meeting. We haven't talked about this in a while. There is we had to replace our fuel tank of our gasoline and diesel fuel tanks. There'll be a kickoff meeting probably at the end of the month here at our next board meeting. The town board will be most likely, I can't say we're going to be approving, but will most likely be, they'll be up for approval for a notice, what's called a notice to proceed, at which point that new fuel tank will get underway down there, so if you see construction going on down by the highway barn, that's what's going on there. And I'm not gonna commit on a dollar amount yet, but Mr. Jackson did, you know, as I have in my notes here, he had asked for updates on information from our engineer. I do not have those numbers yet, Jay. Hopefully in the near future. They're still working with NICEAG on those, but on the positive side.
It was a correction.
Yes.
There's, I mean, it's just, it's a wrong number.
Yes, right. And so, once that goes out to bid, and we get those numbers back, the town board will know what the holiday lighting is gonna cost based off the new NICEAG stipulated criteria is to have our holiday decorations attached to the pole. But I will absolutely give a huge shout out right now. I'm not comfortable giving a dollar amount, but it's a nice dollar amount. Our legislator Mills, who represents all of us, came to the table with a nice dollar amount. Early Christmas present to us, I'll say. I will absolutely be reporting this because we legally have to report, have this as part of our finances, but I'm very happy that legislator Mills came to the table to help us out in our little town. It's a nice amount of money, so that will definitely help us out. More information, I promise I'll be sharing that in the future. With that, I know it's been a long meeting. I know a lot of folks want to get home, so I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting 8:39 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilman Zadi.
Yes.
Councilman Kenders.
Yes.
Supervisor Curtis.
Yes.
Councilman Stefan.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.